Fiesta! Beautiful San Antonio, one of the most interesting and historic cities in the United States. The influence of the conquistadors, padres, and early Spanish settlers still lingers in this ancient city. Today, traffic rolls where Indians lived for unnumbered centuries before white men set foot on the Western Hemisphere. Each year, during the week including April 21st, San Antonio celebrates the victory at San Jacinto when Texas won freedom from Mexico. La Fiesta de San Jacinto, one of the most popular events in Texas. Visitors come from miles around to enjoy the gaiety via the fine freeways into town. Freeway driving is an art, beginning with the entrance. First, the signal, then the glance back from the side, not the mirror, waiting for an opening, then on for a fast blend with traffic. Freeways are no place for slow drivers. Notice the glance back to check the blind spot and the signal before changing lanes, marks of an expert driver. Uh-oh, handkerchief on the door, the distress signal. Somebody's in trouble. The lieutenant stops to help, and he pulls well off the highway to do so. His Air Force first aid training is a help. The man is ill and needs medical attention. A highway patrolman arrives just in time and hurries to investigate. He takes an ammonia capsule from his first aid kit. This kit is part of the emergency equipment patrolmen always carry. Next, he radios for an ambulance. The sick man revives. The ambulance arrives, and all is well. So it's on to the Fiesta. A magical transposition from today to yesterday. During Fiesta Week, the old tempo and way of life are enjoyed again. And a good day to you, too. The lovely San Antonio River wanders in miles of loops and curves through the city. The Indians had a long name for it, which meant drunken old man going home at night. Gliding through the heart of a big city in a gondola. Who would believe this is in Texas? A sidewalk cafe by the river. And time for lunch. Some of the best Mexican food in the country is to be found in San Antonio. Frijoles, tacos, tamales. They say that chili con carne originated in this city. A Mexican dinner is as full of zest as the rest of San Antonio at Fiesta time. The days are crowded with celebrations, flags flying, horses stepping high, bands playing. The historic Alamo has seen this many times. It's no stranger to marching feet. A parade must have floats. The Fiesta parades have some of the most spectacular floats in Texas. Lackland Air Force Base turns out in smart review. San Antonio has been a military center for centuries. Spanish soldiers who married native Indian girls lived here in La Villita. This is a restoration of the original village. It's a colony of artists and craftsmen today, and one of the most interesting spots in San Antonio. This is one of the few places in the country where you can see a glassblower at work. The art of glassblowing goes back to the ancient Phoenicians. It's a fascinating process to watch. Only a few craftsmen are left who know this skill. The glass is exceedingly fragile. The artist works with surgical precision. Bit by bit, the object is created. And at last it stands in delicate grace. The old village is serene in the afternoon light, but wait until tonight's celebration. The Mexican marketplace across the street is already beginning to fill. Each fiesta, a bit of old Mexico flourishes here. The vendors cry their wares. The air is filled with delicious smells, and dinner is purchased a bit here and a bit there. Tortillas are made as they have been for centuries, cooked on the same kind of little stove. The meal is ground by one large stone upon another, worn smooth with use. Dessert is pan dulce, a pastry that tastes like sweetened pie crust, crisp and crumbly. And everyone finishes as full as a piñata. Twilight comes, and La Villita takes on a fiesta air. Fiesta is no fiesta without costumes suitable to the occasion. Hand-painted skirts and lace mantillas are feminine favorites in Fiesta dress. Night comes closer, the lights shine in gay colors, the crowd swells, and festivity is in the air. A lady sets for her portrait, with a critical audience standing by. The artist works quickly, and soon it is complete. Of all the nighttime Fiesta events, the water pageant is the most unique. As floats glide by on the river, people line the banks and stand on the bridges, enjoying every minute of it. The water reflects the lights and colors. The stars shine down. The music plays, and Fiesta is in full swing. The crowning of the Queen is the most colorful spectacle of all. The duchesses in their carnation gowns precede the Queen to the stage. Then finally, the beautiful Queen in her glittering gown, her little attendants, the Queen is crowned. Long live the Queen! Fiesta! The Texas Department of Public Safety in Austin. Colonel Homer Garrison, Jr., Director.
Many of the special events of Texas take place in the largest cities, and we have some of the finest freeways in the nation that take us to and from them. We must understand freeway driving, however, to make them work with minimum congestion and maximum safety. Always look and signal before entering a freeway or before changing lanes, and be sure to observe minimum as well as maximum speed limits.